know your spot, sure don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the
Okay, a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Play on right and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 40. Line out. I think you got it, sir.
By Rudolph. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught at the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot 10 to 12 times in a game.
Right 40, check, he's coming. Watch the pass.
Cousins again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Tucson, 54 Mike, 66, bullet high. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers. His confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check hot route. Hot. A little flare.
Throwing, Cousins. He'll have a first down past the 40. It's complete to Diggs. 12 yards there and a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He completes it to Treadwell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. Cook. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Cousins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Now Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Squeeze, get in.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes. eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll throw again. Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Cousins now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A big run there by Johnson, 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
I can't believe they
On 2nd down. It's Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll drop the throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
He was brought down at the 26. He's a gain of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now back to throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, alert 3, alert 10, Smith. Check, and go.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball. While that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. On first down, Johnson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
54, come on.
2nd and 1. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Everson Griffin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
Before the quarter ends. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
It's 4th down.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Trey Flowers picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Trey Flowers able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Chopper.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Watch safety green. Watch safety. 132 fight. Safety screen. Charlie. Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll look to throw here. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Cousins now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down. Cook. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
At the Lions' 25-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Cousins to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Vikings, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You don't want smoke.